Hey everybody, this is Jay's Movie Reviews and Other Stuff, Episode 7. We're going to do things a little differently this time. He's going to do movies and I'm going to do games, because there's games I want to talk about and there's movies he wants to talk about. So, go for it.
Alright, so, kicking off the role reversal. The good movie that I want to talk about is Tremors. It's older, but well worth watching, because it's probably the best movie I've ever seen that has anything to do with horror. That's just my opinion, but anyways, it's supposed to be like an action horror, and it's out in the desert, and there are these giant underground monsters that are coming up and killing everybody, and they're freaking out and don't know what to do about it. It's really good. You should watch it. I don't know how to describe it without just telling you the movie. It's difficult. But I would say watch it because you won't regret it. Unless you're stupid or something. But anyway, it's I don't know. Just it's good. Trust me. Even though you have no basis to. Moving on. Oh, shouldn't have done that. The bad movie. The bad movie I'm reviewing, probably a lot of people will agree with me, is The Last Airbender, which it was a remake of a series of cartoons, and it was directed by...
Well, it's not a remake, it's a movie adaptation.
Okay, same thing.
No.
Pretty close.
No.
Whatever, I don't care. Anyways, who was it directed by again? I can't remember. Whatever, not important. Well, maybe. Anyway.
To some people.
Point is, I mean, if it was on its own as something else, it wouldn't have been
so bad.
As bad. But when you compare it to what it's supposed to be, it's no good, really. Like, they left out a lot of key things that I'm not sure how they're going to fix that later on. And they just... It did not live up to my expectations, which I figured it wouldn't, but I expected it to anyway. Anyways, I mean, it wasn't too bad, but mostly just the huge plot holes. You know.
Yeah.
At least it had somewhat of a plot, you know.
Unlike Halloween 2.
Anyway.
Sucked.
Yeah, it did. Alright, so, moving on. The movie I want to see, what I really would like to see, and I think it could work very well, is a movie adaptation of the music, and like, it's like a rock opera thing, I guess, by the Proto Men, which is based on the Mega Man video games. And I just think that would be really awesome. I have no idea who would play who, but I'd be sad if they didn't get a good cast, you know. But I think it would work well because there's so many dramatic scenes that they came up with, and just a whole shitload of potential. So, I want to see it. I don't know which company's going to do it, but I want to see it. Somebody, make me happy. Alright.
Alright, my turn.
Yep.
The good game I'm going to talk about is Brutal Legend. For those of you losers who haven't played it, it stars Jack Black as Eddie Riggs, and he's a roadie, and he gets a little of his own blood into some demon belt buckle, and he gets transported into this, like, heavy metal world where everything's just, like, awesome, and I want to live there.
Yeah.
And it's just...
It kicks some ass.
Awesome. He has to liberate his humans... his fellow humans from a demon overlord, and it's just got some amazing plot twists. Like, as soon as you think you got it figured out, you don't. Everything changes. And it just keeps you on your toes. And I like all the cameos by musicians that are in it, besides Jack Black. I mean, you have Ozzy Osbourne, you have Lemmy Kilmister, you have Lita Ford, you have Rob Halford, and probably some more that I can't think of right now. But great game. There were a few problems I had with it. Mostly it was kind of short, not criminally short, but it could have been longer.
Definitely could have.
By the end of it, the missions get predictable. Like, you have a chase mission where you're protecting the tour bus while it's going somewhere else, and then you have an RTS type mission. Now, some people don't like the RTS portion of it. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I like that they're trying something new. I mean, they could have stuck more in between each RTS mission. I feel like that would have made it so much better, but I like that they're trying something new. I liked it.
The RTS stuff was good, just keep that and add more other.
Yeah. The bad movie that I want to talk about...
Bad game.
Oh, right. The bad game I want to talk about is more of a game franchise. It's Call of Duty. And
some people are going to hate you.
I know, and I don't care. The thing I have with Call of Duty is I played it when the series first began in World War II and stuff, and after the second one, it just got to feel like it was the same thing over and over again. And then Modern Warfare came out, I gave that a shot, and it was again the same thing, just modernized. I mean, Call of Duty is the same thing over and over again. It has no pizzazz to it whatsoever. It's boring as hell. And the one thing that I like about it, the one thing it has over Halo, is the online experience. As you gain experience, you can get better weapons and stuff like that. That's one thing I like about it, but the rest of it just is terrible. I wish it would go away. And the thing I hate about it most is I could forgive a crappy game franchise, but I hate its fan base. Like, I'm sorry if any of you watching are one of these people, but it's just, their fan base is made up of a bunch of fanboys who think it's the greatest thing to have ever happened to the entire world, when it's not. Because Star Wars is. Seriously, I mean, I'm a little iffy on first-person shooters. Like, there has to be something that sets it apart from other shooters for me. Like, Battlefield Bad Company was awesome, because it wasn't a straightforward shooter. Same with Halo and, Star Wars shooters, because, it's Star Wars. Anyway, speaking of first-person shooters, the game I want to see in the future is Time Splitters 4. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Time Splitters series, you play as a guy named Sergeant Cortez, and you jump through a bunch of time portals, and it's pretty much any type of first-person shooter you can imagine in one. Like, you have your Call of Duty type shooters, and then you have your Halo type shooters, and then you have your Old West type shooters, all in the same game. And on top of that, the multiplayer is fantastic. It's like, you have all these crazy maps, and you have all these crazy characters you can play as, like monkeys, and like
monkeys in the Old
robots.
West. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, monkeys and robots and aliens in the Old West. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's like, I had this for the GameCube, and I played with my brother and my friends, and we got hours and hours and hours of entertainment out of it. And I really, really want Time Splitters 4. I know that they were talking about it, and Free Radical just kind of died after the Haze flop, because Haze just sucked horribly. But the company that picked them up, Crytek UK, they have it on their to-do list, but I really want to see it.
It could probably help quite a bit.
Yeah, I want it. I will pre-order it. I'll pre-order the super special awesome edition that's like $120. I shouldn't have said that, because whatever. Anyway, that's what I got. So,
alright, well, looks like that's it, guys. Alright, till next time.
I never seen you look so good.